Have you ever been eating in a restaurant and look over and seen a woman just pull her breast out and stick her baby on it? It's uncomfortable, right? Not only for you, but everyone around you, with young boys who are curious and people staring so hard their eyes are glued on that poor woman. I am a breastfeeding mom who completely disagrees with doing so in public. The saying goes, as long as the baby's fed, right? I feel it is important for people to hear my experiences and output on this topic because I'm a mother who disagrees with this controversial subject. I have asked my daughter's doctor about this as well as other moms in a breastfeeding advocacy group that I'm in. We can all agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, all of our babies are fed and happy. Mine is just done so in private. Breastfeeding is a bonding moment between a mother and a child, and I feel it should be done so in privacy out of modesty and respect for others. Breastfeeding in public calls for a lot of attention and wondering eyes around you. Small children will ask their parents what you are doing, and curious young men would love the sight of a breast being exposed. Not only is it respecting yourself, but respecting the mind of young innocent children. It's completely normal to breastfeed, but doing so in front of others without respecting their presence is rude to me. People may think otherwise, but I prefer to respect children and other kids around me. Being in public with a baby is already hard enough as it is, and then there's the whole breastfeeding fiasco again. Many older people will stare at you just as the younger ones do. I know when I'm eating my dinner, I don't like to look over and see a woman's entire breast out. It makes people uncomfortable. There has been an image circulating around on Facebook of a young mother breastfeeding on a plane, and her breast is literally touching the man's arm who is sitting next to her. I can only imagine how uncomfortable that man felt in that very moment in time. His face sure did say it all. Why not make things more comfortable for everyone by covering up? I've done so on a plane. Having a cover or even sitting in a cooler car or bathroom is okay to do while feeding your baby. You can still feed your child the way you normally would, but add some modesty and cover your beautiful baby's head up. I get glared down all the time for having a cover over my daughter, but it is better than having my whole breast out. People around me always look at me weird and they stare at me and they seem uncomfortable, so I just go to the bathroom. While in the bathroom, people bang on the restroom stall when I'm feeding her, but it is better than exposing myself and her. A cover gives you modesty and still keeps your baby close so she can get that thirst quenched right up. My daughter doesn't even mind being covered as long as she has her boobie. Breastfeeding in public draws a lot of attention. It is nice to respect yourself and all of the adults and children around you. It is tough doing this in public because of how uncomfortable it makes not only you, but everyone else around you. People think it's cool to breastfeed these days when really we're all just giving our baby nutrients. Having a cover makes it easy and still okay because guess what? Your baby is still being fed, getting all the delicious nutrients, and it's still bonding with mama. Well, not it, the baby. Breastfeeding is a bonding moment between a mother and a child, and I feel it should be done so in privacy out of modesty and respect for others. Have you ever tried breastfeeding your child in public? It's awkward and uncomfortable, and someone always has something rude to say about it. My personal opinion is, if you're going to do so, just cover up. Your baby will appreciate the milk, the close bonding behind a curtain, and the warmth of mommy. Thank you for listening to my perspective on this subject. Have a great night.